Oof.
Anyone at all? Doesn't have to be 5 bullet points. You can just rattle through.
All kinds of shit broke loose. We had giant scorpions that seem like they're the most dangerous monster we've encountered yet.
Definitely.
Far more dangerous than the giant boss man. Knights were running in and doing very chivalrous things, but also getting absolutely annihilated. Giant A-Bard dueled the big boss man to almost the very end until Old Bard Helmer made a killing blow. I think we then proceeded to head through the door, or initially it was Shamash and A-Bard, or Finn.
Mash, Kurhi, and Artus.
Artis went first.
Shamash, Curry, and us. And they found in there a wizened old man who was also very, very tall and covered in runic tattoos, who supposedly is, or once was, or maybe both, a red wizard of Thay, and he was Grazatus's former master. I think he went into some lore about the gate they found on the purple rocks, and how I think it's Grazatus wanted to open the gate so he could become the new enslaved Baal. Is it?
Yeah. So it's like
Bane.
a portal to Bator, right?
Bator,
Yeah,
otherwise known as the Nine Hells of Avernus.
Bator. Ah.
Bator.
Hells of
Bator.
Avernus. Yeah.
And he wanted to slay the lord of that realm so he could become the lord of that realm.
Yeah, because Tuvar, the dude, the Fey guy, he is the gate opener and has a device. He knows words, but doesn't have the resonator anymore, right? Because Grezog has nicked it.
Indeed, he knows the words but doesn't have the device.
Yeah.
However, we potentially have most of the pieces of the device. Although we did leave one with that person who's not my patron, but is the brother of my patron, I believe.
Death incarnate, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Shmash is unsure given the tricks that have been played on all of us in this place.
Nice.
Okay. Should we dive in?
Let's get diving.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yes, indeed. Let's.
You were not excused.
I also killed all the
Excuse.
surviving animals after we beat the big boss.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All the animals are dead.
Chain whip them
Every
to
last
death.
one. Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
The lavish prison, decked in fine rugs and a plumped velvet sofa, the presence of the Red Wizard, Tarulvar, is an anomaly in his surroundings. His greyed skin, thinly veiled across a skeletal visage, a scarlet red cloak pulled around an equally emaciated body. His long fingers disturb you as he moves them in his explanation of the roots amongst this world that you found yourselves in. My role has been snuffed out. No longer needed. A pathway has been opened at my command, and I banished to this place swiftly after.
I think we just lost Sam.
Hmm.
Sorry to interrupt mid-flow.
Okay. Fuck him for now.
Yeah, fuck him for now.
Nice.
So I'll just repeat that last bit. A pathway has been opened at my command, and I banished to this place swiftly after, betrayed by my apprentice and the ones we served. I offer you that much in knowledge, for I have no fealty remaining to them. Quick question. At this stage, on the map, we've only got 3 people in the room. Would the rest of you be coming in? Is he just talking to these 3? Doesn't matter either way, I just need to get a sense of who's in the room with him.
As a friendly game, Finnan would be getting curious at the fact that Kurohi's sort of just like gone off.
Okay. So can we make a safe assumption that Artus, Shamash, and Kurohi would at least make some way in the corridor for others to come?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Move out the way.
Okay. Sweet. If you all want to move... Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see the whole way through. You might be able to drag your character there, so feel free to do so. Otherwise, I can drag you all
A
in.
nice plump cushion.
I might need a hand.
Yeah, I need a hand.
I can imagine Abard is now no longer massive.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah, put me there.
Finnan's actually going to cast Reduce on Abard. Now he's no longer massive, so now he's like a small being.
Please bring my drift globe in.
Yeah. Can't see shit.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Abard, you now also have disadvantage on strength checks and saving throws. And they deal 1d4 less strike damage. Oh, incredible.
He's not even here to protest.
I know, it's just happening
Shrunk.
to him. I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Shrunk Abard. What a shame.
Sorry, bros. Give me 2 minutes.
Oh, likewise, something's at the door.
There is it.
BRB.
I got beer now. Why?
Woo, woo, yeah, woo, 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 yeah.
I'll get a
woo,
beer,
yeah,
can't
woo, woo. Nice.
Do you guys remember Poppy Jones at school?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
So I saw her today. She was at MBDA. So I don't know if you know, but she works for Roxel UK in Kidderminster.
Who are these? What people?
Roxel, sorry?
So she works for a company called Roxel who make rocket motors
Oh, okay.
in Kidderminster. I think she's the head of R&D.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, wait. She was a chemist. I
She's
remember.
in. Yeah, she did
Yeah.
chemistry at uni.
Yeah.
So she was in Stevenage today in MBDA. And she was like, "Guy." I
Is
was
that
like,
what you
"Oh,
were
shit."
MTBA?
Yeah. Some order of those letters, yeah. Correct.
Oh well, that's exciting. So
Well-
A bit of a blast from the past, seeing Poppy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But Guy, are they at MDBA now talking about with the development of stealth technology and vehicles that can avoid radar detection? Are you guys developing long-range infrared sensors to put onto your sweet, sweet missiles? Yes or no? You have to be honest, because I asked first.
I have no idea is the honest answer.
Oh,
Again, Poppy would be a good person to ask because she is head of R&D. But for rocket
they
motors,
don't
the
do
office-
yeah, for rocket motors.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, a work headset. Yeah. I absolutely destroyed my cheap shitter. I took it off my head. I went, whoopah! Like, flick of the wrist, like, whip all the cable out of the way. It had this, like, really cheap fucking, like, plastic headband. Like, no metal in it. It just, like, disintegrated.
I'm just imagining you Toto Wolfinger.
Yeah, it It was fucking. I had a really. It was like a standard meeting, and yeah, it just destroyed. And the junior in my team was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, I don't know." Oh, fantastic. Yeah, our work supplied ones are like these on-air ones. I can't get on with them.
Yeah, we got the same. Very like cheap on air things.
Yeah, I was like, I can't have this. I need some over ear, boys. I don't. It's something about the way they sit on the ears. It doesn't feel right. Like really, it makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Ours are like one ear only as well, which takes a while.
shit.
I hate that. I
It's
didn't do
just,
that.
you know, it's the headphone stops like up here on one side, and it's just
Yeah.
like one ear, one down here.
Oh,
Gross.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a bit shit.
would not be into that.
And they're bright red.
Wow, that was
Yeah,
pretty decent.
we got like Jabra. Although I've just agreed
Yeah,
to
ours
be-
might be Jabra, I'm not sure.
Yeah, like the mic quality of them. I now have a HyperX free cloud for work, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, but they're nice. They're nice headphones.
Yeah, they're on sale. I mean, the Pleather's eventually going to give up, but fuck it.
Did you get it through work or you bought it yourself, sort of thing?
Nah, I bought it for myself. Like they supply those Jabra ones, and they go, that is adequate. And I'm like, nah.
That's what you get. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather like invest. So I'm a bit annoyed my cheap. In fairness, I spent like 20 quid on some like Corsair thing, which then I disintegrated. So it is what it is, I guess. How's Ish doing, guy?
Very good, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think she's getting on okay. I think she's been generally okay through the pregnancy, really. So,
Nice.
touch wood, it stays that
Good
way.
to hear.
Yeah, fingers crossed, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, lads.
Good, dude.
No trouble. Did we get Sam back yet?
No.
No, we
Oh,
didn't.
yeah, Sam was just gone. Has anyone checked
Still
WhatsApp?
gone, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm just having a look.
Oh, he says carry on.
Carry on.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. Right, we have everyone in the room.
Here it is. Hey, speak of the devil.
Yes.
Yep.
Yo.
I'll do.
Okay. Shall I really quickly go through that again? Just to set everyone up. Sam, I've just been in having a word with Tills anyway, so we've not been actually playing in this time. So,
Oh, shit.
I will start at the beginning. I think just to get everyone's minds back into it, if that's cool, including my own. Tarrell looks around at the room now with everyone inside. Even Olbard and his knights kind of standing at the back of the corridor, looking in. My role has been snuffed out, no longer needed. A pathway has been opened at my command, and I banished to this place swiftly after. Betrayed by my apprentice and the ones we served. I offer you that much in knowledge, for I have no fealty remaining to them.
If you have no fealty, you can answer some questions.
To some degree. And he pulls up,
Oh, come on, sorry.
and he pulls his sleeve up, and across his arm.
I'm back. Apologies.
That's all right. This is a rough start. It's all good.
Things are
Charlie,
slow. We've got 7 planets.
no, it's all good. I just no. I just recapped everyone on what he said, and Arthur's just
Okay,
asked
sweet.
him a question.
I'm just going to go for a really long poo for the next 20 minutes. Is that all right?
Take your phone.
Sorry. I'm done.
Yeah,
Right,
just put some wise in. Anyway,
let's get into character now, then, boys. Right, in the brains, in the brains of your character, you are your character. Artis, with that, Tarrell pulls up a sleeve on his cloak. I can answer to some extent. As he pulls up his cloak, you see a tentacle wrapped around his arm. An oath holds me at bay for certain things. Unless you wish to see me diminish into death,
Yes.
I will answer what I can.
Wait, hold the phone. If the
What?
What's
that?
I don't know, some colloquial halfling thing. Don't worry about it.
Of course.
Yeah, we're strange people in the woods. So with this tentacle business, if it was to be removed, you would die?
I would assume so. The connection would be severed.
Tell me more about this Anuf and the affliction you have, for I wish to learn more.
It is not necessarily an affliction. It is a binding oath. It connects us to a central mind.
Did you come by your oath through your own deeds, or was it forced upon you?
It was not forced upon me, I took it willingly.
Ooh.
Do you regret it? Smash interrupts.
Now? With hindsight, yes. For it is the reason I am here now.
Who is the oath to? Your old apprentice, Grezog? Grizatis?
No. To another that binds us all. All of us who bear this.
For those who bear, I imagine there are some perks involved. What are they? What led you to take the oath willingly?
With this, it gave me high command over thousands of some willing and some more unwilling minds, who were also connected through this, as he holds the tattoo.
Intriguing. So, if a powerful mind who had also taken the oath, could they control you? Or command you, maybe, not control?
It is not necessarily a connection of command. We are all linked in some way to the same cause. Think of this as a neural pathway. Whatever we feel, whatever we think, feeds into the same place.
A hive mind, so you say. I've heard of these. Ants have them. Bees have them. Jazubal beetles have them. Does that mean there is a queen? leader of your hive?
That is where I believe my oath will stop me from saying anything more.
I see, and say no more.
Ah! Have the rest of us entered the room now?
Yes.
Yes, everyone's in there.
Oh,
Sorry, it should be on the map.
Hang on, hold on. Sam,
That's a
this
good
is
entry noise, though.
a
Oh!
a friendly game. You should make that noise slightly higher pitched, because as you reduce to normal size, Finnan decided to cast Reduce on you. So now you're a small being. With a couple of effects. So, apart from being a small being, you now have disadvantage on strength checks and cast 1d4 less weapon damage currently for at least a minute.
I imagine the voice is like when Wallace and Gromit in Wallace and Gromit they put the brain of Wallace into a rabbit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Oh,
scene.
yeah.
Jeez! Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
If you can't say anything, can you raise your eyebrows in acceptance?
And Abard pulls out his what I suppose now would be absolutely enormous Tome of Monsters. And he's going to go to the page for Mind Flayers. And he's going to hold that up to this fella and kind of gesture, is it this one?
He shakes his head. Come on now. We are far beyond that kind of psychic control.
Yeah.
Eh? This Nob's looking over.
Can Abard take a scroll through the book and see if there's anything else that might kind of give him a sense that it might be worth asking about?
Can Finnan help? I'm assuming Abard's similar size to Finnan now, so it'd be easier for Finnan to help read the book.
So Abard looks like a small child, but with a man's face.
Huge
Oh my God.
bum chin.
Roll me a history check.
Finnan will help with this. It's not great. My God.
22.
With the 22, you spin through all of the pages, and Tarulvar stares down in a quiet discontent. He doesn't react to anything that you show him. But Abard, in the back of this book, it is the Tome of Foes, but it also has a page based on the religions of this world and the known gods. And as you kind of reach the last pages, the name of Umberly comes through, and with it he makes a noise of as almost to stop you.
Is it?
It is. It is
No.
Is it?
not direct, but there is a relation.
Umberly.
Umberly. Interesting.
That's a name we've heard before, I believe.
Sorry. Good commitment. Really good.
good.
I wonder what's written on this page.
Can Abard have a brief read of just a scan of the page about Umberly?
Seeing if I can give you a little snippet, or if maybe I'll read something out for you. Be funnier if you read it, I think. I'll just message you on Discord if that's cool.
It is. The bitch queen seldomly seen avatar was a giant worm with whom the body coloured like the sea, of blues and greens. Her hands had talons, her elbows had fins, she had green hair of seaweed and kelp. Her eyes were reminiscent of pearls, and her voice sounded like the fiercest sea storm, booming with breaking waves. The goddess appeared in this form to terrify the mortals on board sinking ships. The towering avatar wore jewellery made out of seashells, carried a trident, and dressed in a flowing cape made of countless pale purple jellyfish. Umberly's avatar laughed with malicious glee as she toyed with the doomed vessels. There's more here, hang on. Umberly pronounced... Umberly was the evil goddess in Phaedron's Parthenon. Evil sea goddess, that is. Most often worshipped by sailors or people travelling the sea. Out of fear of her destructive powers, the Queen of the Depths was known as a particularly malicious, petty, greedy, and vain deity who controlled the harshness of the sea, while revelling in her own power, and was not hesitant to drown people if she so pleased. Umberly was a member of the deities of fury, a group that included Auril and Malar, and was led by the Stormlord Talos. 19, edited. Not sure what that last bit is. Huzzah! But it's a good thing we lost that boat! Might be in trouble then.
I just imagine this is how your mother would speak, Amod. Really good
Mum's a
commitment, though.
king's
Very good. I don't know why. This is so fucking funny. I don't know. At least for me, that was just hilarious. Sorry. Very good.
We had gods once. We killed our gods.
To the shock of no one.
So, we kill this man, or what?
I feel
think
like he has more to tell us.
Why would you
At the-
serve Umberly, this malicious, petty, vain goddess?
As I mentioned before, I sought knowledge. This path, and he again holds his arm. Allowed me to gain more. It offered me more. And that is why I fell in line.
Do you have it?
Same path. Unger gets to his knees, rummages around his bag and holding. This one, follow. Pulls out the arm of Geld, which I assume has also a tentacle tattoo around it.
Yeah, we'll do. He kind of holds out his arm. Yes, this would be one of my network, I guess.
He died badly. We torture him and kill him.
Many do.
So you.
No, after you, Artus.
So, Tarol, do you have anything on you that could help us? We probably plan to bring down those who had wronged you. If you can support us, that would help very much.
Smirks. I have nothing of material to offer. Which leads me to presume that I offer the one thing I gave to Grisatis before he banished my spirit here. As I said before, I am the right bearer. To trigger her harmonic resonator. To turn it on. And to turn it off. Which in turn will call onto the infinite corridor. Opening a multiplanar signal to call upon the adjoining partner gateway. That sits with me.
I feel like this is a wisdom you could pass on, Tarol.
You could teach us the rights.
And why should I?
We can be trusted with this great power.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or even in 1 year? This does not seem like the future you would have chosen for yourself. What can we offer you? What would you truly like? Would you like a way out of this? Or would you like to continue doing what you've been doing for the last however many years you've been here?
I
Is
know
this the
exactly
life
how
you would
long
have chose?
I've.
Sorry.
I know exactly how long I have been here. 425 years. 16 days. 4 hours. And 17 minutes. I lose no comprehension of my world. But I fear that I am lost into it. I am a prisoner here forever. I know that. I feel it. My soul is detached from whatever plane I was joined to before. So no, this isn't what I saw for myself. And so what do I want? I want vengeance.
Vengeance against who? He asked no.
Rosatus? Shamash doesn't take subtlety.
Yes.
Humbly?
The apprentice in the network that bound me here. That removed my great mind from the world.
We have a common goal then. So we
My
could
man, you're in luck.
guide you out, but do you think you can't leave this place?
I know I cannot leave this place.
Then why would you not
This-
tell us the phrase?
We can do vengeance for you, you know.
Exactly. Smash
That's
is very
quite
good
the
at
reduced
vengeance.
price.
If anything, we're experts at it.
Self-quickly adept at vengeance.
Why, Unger here, he loves vengeance.
Yes. I will kill Grisatis. So, even if you do not help.
That's not great for our bargaining position, Unger.
I don't care.
Can Kurohi try and search his mind to see if he can
Ooh.
pick up on the connection of the tentacle tattoo?
Roll me a perception check.
God, what's that roll off? Wisdom. Alas, he is unwise.
Is this something that you think he would do on his own, or do you think it would have to be something that you would almost prompt him to do?
I would have sort of given it like a little whisper in the ear, I think, because I don't think he'd like. His brain, I'm pretty sure, is mush and centered primarily about nanas, but like, I don't really know.
No, fair. I would say that with the 14, he searches in his mind and he finds nothing there. There is no connection.
Does Karahi sort of like communicate this to Finnan?
I imagine he could.
Nice. Finnan's gonna whisper in Abard's ear, I've just seen your tokens half size. He's gonna say, Karahi isn't picking up on this whole fucking tentacle wristband multi-plane dimension brain bullshit this guy's on about.
You saying he is or that he isn't?
I think he's half full of shit and just wants to use us to destroy Grez, which, whilst I agree with his overall arching plan, I don't particularly trust him yet. I mean,
I'm confused.
He is a gatekeeper to hell, effectively, so...
I'm probably in favour of vengeance, but I don't really trust the Red Wizards of Thay. I'm also a little bit concerned that if he can't leave all my great-great-grandfather.
Wait, maybe Karahi can't leave. The Finn's gonna start panicking.
So
I would have. Sorry, you go for it, Nabs.
No, okay. I'm still a little confused. Are we inside a puzzle to get the vestiges, or what's going on? We seem to have entered some new kind of reality, and I don't know if any of these people are real. We've talked to demons. Your great-grandfather's here. This guy's here as well. Haven't seen a clock yet.
I'd say there's a severe lack of clocks.
Imagine at this stage, kind of bundling behind you. It's like, I'm sure I'm real, and if that my eyes don't deceive me, is a bastard Red Wizard of Thay. And Olbard Helmer pushes through. He's clamoring to get out of the Red Wizard, and he starts to unsheath his sword, brandishing it.
Well, better answer quickly then, I suppose.
So that was a question. Sorry, go for it, Sam. I think your mic is struggling to. Your mic is struggling to pick up on you, so my pitch.
Do you think it's
maybe lower the pitch slightly?
It might be the noise around you.
Oh, it's definitely been a minute.
Oh, well, in that case, he's definitely back to normal size now.
Okay, so let's imagine he expands to like normal size as his great-great-great-grandfather pushes round the back of you.
Lay your hand, great-great-grandfather. We need him alive. He has access to a power that we must wield to defeat our foes and save the nation.
Nay, to leave a Red Wizard standing on his feet is a crime to Ogma.
Yay!
Sigma.
My word.
You say like looking around shiftedly.
Yeah, I mean,
Ogma. I mean Sigma. Sigma. I said Sigma.
Yay, great-grandfather! Not yet! His time will come. But for now, we need power from him. Then, we shall probably slay him.
We parley with these bastards.
Sorry, that was the Red Wizard talking, just as if he's listening in. You know, I can hear you.
I imagine the Red Wizard is extremely nonchalant to all of this going on around him. He's just kind of almost sitting perched on the corner of this large, grand sofa.
We need the words, Tarulvar. We're
That
not
we
doing
have-
without them.
Little to lose and much to gain by getting these words. Perhaps we should ask him where this gate is. We know there's one on the island, but is there one nearer to us?
Oh, good question.
What's your name again? Anulf? No, your name is Taruvar. Taruvar, where is this gate of which you speak?
Within the seas, to the west. And he kind of stands up at the stage. If you do intend to face Grisatis, if I am not to leave this place, maybe you are. An opportunity. But to do so, you must understand the depth of his power. I taught him everything he knows. And he will surely found more arcane wisdom in these centuries I have been locked away. Before an apprentice of Thay may reach the title of Grand Wizard, they must face a test. A challenge of endurance and control of the arcane. They either rise or they fall from the ranks into solitude. And he looks around you all.
What other ranks are there?
There are but two. A Grand Wizard, or a wizard that dies alone.
Like you
Besieged
mean?
of his power. He turns around to all of you in the room. I wonder, are you able to pass such a test?
We become Grand Wizard.
Really depends on the test, to be honest.
I'm tremendously good at most tests.
Rand
I
does
did many
sound
tests.
pretty good.
In my youth.
The test is simple. If Grisatis is a mirror of my power, then my power shall face thee down. If I think you are worthy, then I will give you what remaining knowledge I can provide. He doesn't move, as all of you start to nervously move around the room. Ready yourselves.
Could we have maybe an hour to sit and think about this?
That's not a bad idea.
I mean, you've waited. Checks his sundial. Damn blasted inside. If only I had a clock. 425 years, 16 days, 4 hours. I'm assuming now, 23 minutes.
Maybe
1 hour
we
more.
try
won't
one
hurt.
thing.
And Grisatis lies outside of this world in yours. You cannot miss another second.
Yeah.
Well, make with the fucking information then.
No,
Loses his
Bah.
rank slightly.
Tanya,
Yes,
you have pipeweed? You have pipeweed?
I have. Yeah, do you want some?
Elga looks over at the massive hooker that's taller than human.
Ah,
That's a good
hold on
idea.
a minute.
Before we
We all-
fight, why didn't we all have a
We all
relaxing
smoke.
Nubs takes
Okay,
out.
now I'm going to try to convince the Red Wizard of Thay to smoke pipeweed with us.
Nice.
This is called
pro-
Gnomish
the-
Kush.
The persuasion roll will be extremely
Oh.
high.
Could Nubs not persuade if it's his pipeweed?
I'm not allowing dogpile.
Yeah,
No.
fair enough.
Once and done.
What if it's so low that it actually goes around
Yeah.
into top positive?
True, yeah.
Okay.
Turns out the Red Wizard of Thay's chronic pastime is smoking hookah.
Yeah.
And that
Do you say pipeweed?
got him through. I haven't been able to get hold of any in 425 years, 16 days, and 4 hours. Sorry.
Harivar stares around the room and he again looks around in discontent. Let me see if you are truly the ones to bring down my apprentice. Ready yourselves.
Drawing his bow.
And I'd ask everyone to roll initiative, and then we'll go grab a drink.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
I think Ungo rolls a natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Mega. Whoa.
Nice.
Some big rolls.
I only got 10.
That seems about right.
Did you get to? Oh no. Oh, Medica. My guy, Medica.
Classic.
It's not that
Dear,
one.
dear
Strudel
Medica.
in the oven.
You're
10
such a
is
strudel fiend.
entirely average. I know he is, isn't he?
I only equate strudel. The only person I've ever known to eat strudel was Aiden.
It's about the last D&D day. It's like, we need 2 strudels. And
Can you
Those
bring my
strudels
drift
were
globe
eaten. I'll
inside
take
as well
these
when
home.
we are? Yeah.
Can we give that as an honorary title for Shamash, Venkat Cabradon? Fiend of all strudel.
Master, master of
Strudels.
strudel.
Right, I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries,
Yes.
no worries. Alright. I'll grab a quick strudel then.
Yeah, I mean.
Right, let's go grab
Yeah.
a drink. Shall we indeed?
Yes.
Let me. Okay. As you all gather around the Red Wizard, he raises his arm. A blue aura shifts around his body. Armor, evidently. And he pulls his hands up. Gleetal. Auras of red and green illuminate around them. The room is small. And we start with Artis Kaimba.
Okay, so as Taro was doing his monologue, you know, Artis could sense something coming down. Didn't take a genius, so he started crab walking around to the side of the room. So I imagine he's positioned himself now behind this poof, or whatever it might be, just there. Being very limber and dexterous as Artis is, he's gonna have like quite a big squat on, his legs spread, so he's behind the poof. He's pulled out his two-hand crossbow, his one-hand crossbow, sorry, and he's gonna take a shot at Taro. Right, to do it. $23.
23 hits, and you see it impact against this blue aura that seems to cover around his skeleton. It almost looks like the bolt is about to fly from it, but it pierces through and like glances in. It doesn't pierce his skin thickly, it goes in just a measure. A light wound.
Okay. Quick reload from Artis. and a second shot. This time he's aiming for the leg. He gets advantage on this one. So I don't know how I do that. If I roll that and then that.
Roll it twice, take whatever is highest.
20.
20 is the highest. Mm-hmm.
Does that
Stubbs
hit?
raises an eyebrow. Huh.
A 9 again. Oh, sorry, how did you do that? With bookmark?
Oh, sorry. I rolled the wrong thing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, my bad. I rolled it twice. Yeah, okay. Should I just roll again? I just fucked that up.
Are you using bookmark or using your hat crossbow?
No, I'm
Sorry.
using the crossbow still.
Yeah, roll crossbow again. Roll it twice. In D&D Beyond, you can get it to roll advantage, and it'll roll twice for you.
How do you get it to roll advantage?
Left
D&D Beyond
shift
guys can have to help.
or left shift when you go to roll it.
Left shift. Oh, nice. Okay, 21. But this time I'm going to use my... Assuming that hits, does it?
The bolt ricochets off the blue aura around Tarulvar.
Okay, Artus gets busy reloading his crossbow again behind his poof. But that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Move to Ungabungason.
Ungabungason throwing his spear up into the air, catching it in one hand, with a satisfying wooden stab. He's just going to launch it at this red wizard. Grrr! Recklessly, I might add. So it's with advantage. 29
hits. Piercing through the blue veil of this mage armor that he carries around him. Second damage?
So that would be 1921. Oh, hold on. No, that would be 19 because I'm not actually raging yet, but I will enter a rage as a bonus action in this turn. Before then, so that's 19 that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take another throw, normal throw, as I bring the spear back into my hand, utter the words.
I imagine as the spear goes around and comes back, it glances off the side of this magical armor that wraps around Tarulvar's body as it ricochets around you and comes back into your arm.
Okay. At this, only I imagine I catch it kind of unevenly and aren't able to get a good grip on it to throw it properly again. So Unga is going to enter a rage and a frenzy bonus actions.
Okay.
And that is the end of his turn.
Okay. Before we move into Finn and Bracefoot, Tarulvar uses his layer action to cast Circle of Death, and I would ask every single one of you to roll me a Constitution save, please. The DC is 18.
Fucking hell.
18.
Yeah.
Bang on.
Hey, LeMayo, I don't even have a modifier and I managed to roll a 19. Bam!
Bear with me.
Fuck.
Oh no,
Oh,
Curry!
Whoa.
Curry
My boy.
disappears into a mist. It's been
yeah.
real. No, no!
Peace out.
Yeah,
Not
so-
Unger and Curry, get
I'm
a
not
plus
feeling
3.
so good.
All that's left is like this thin layer of tattoo on the floor.
That might be his last words would be Nanas, I think, wouldn't it?
As
Oh.
everyone rolled, we need to roll for the knights.
Oh, yeah.
And
Roll
for
save.
Old Bard. Let me
I think all players
roll
have rolled.
Group save.
I'm going to use my indomitable thing, so...
Group check.
Okay,
if
Guy
you-
gets to roll a special thing, apparently.
If you're within 10 feet of Abard, you get plus 3.
Oh fuck.
Or is your grandfather 10 foot from you?
He is, yes.
Okay, he makes the save.
Oh,
So
I have no
artist,
idea what that roll just...
make
Wait,
a
I have
save.
no idea what just happened there.
So you rolled. What was it?
You must,
How
Twice your level.
reroll it with a bonus. Okay, I think you maybe
You
accidentally
must have
rolled
a
that with
bonus.
advantage, but either way you make it because it'd either be 12 plus 8 or 18 plus 8.
Yeah, either of those is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what happened, but yeah.
You're a level 8 character, right? Sorry to but your character's level 8, right, Guy?
9.
You're level 9. Okay, well, anyway. It's adding... I'm guessing that's what the 8 is about, because it should add your level to the roll as well.
Your fighter level, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
your
yeah.
fighter level 8. Sorry.
Hey, what level are we?
For every 8, for everyone that failed, you take 36 damage, necrotic. For everyone that saved, you take 18.
Dang.
Oh, hooray.
36.
Just 18.
18.
Fucking hell.
No!
You hear from behind you, Abard. You hear two Damara knights wither into a dust.
Sigma! Oh!
As I imagine, as they're like letting out their Damaran cries of chivalry, they are eviscerated, and this necrotic blast that passes through their bones destroys their bones, and their flesh sinks down into a gelatin goo on the floor. With that, we move to Finn and Bracefoot.
Finn and Bracefoot is gonna grab his staff. Having seen people be eviscerated, he's a bit panicked. And he thinks, I need to weaken this asshole down. So he's gonna use the Ray of Enfeeblement on him. Which, if it hits...
Con save.
I think so. Yeah,
He rolls a
then
21
do-
on his con save.
I was about to say he'll do like less damage, but I guess that's fucked. I'm going to use my movement to go over to this fancy chair to have a sit down whilst I'm panicking.
As this happens, as the ray of enfeeblement washes over him, he kind of like laughs it off as it wraps around his body. What does the ray of enfeeblement look like in your mind?
For me, it's like this black beam. Like it's like inside the actual beam, it's like dark. Like it's absorbing the light around it. But I guess there's like this I guess the outer edge is like sort of like light, like glowing almost. Anyway, it blasts him in the forehead. But I imagine he just sort of shrugs it off.
I imagine around it you just see this darkened silhouette of Tarelvar as he just takes it in. It goes in through his body, and as it disappears, he just looks around at you all now with a smile on his face. You see the power of the Wizards of Thay. I am a fraction of Okrazat it is now. 4 centuries after I have trained him, and you expect to defeat him. And moves to Curry.
So Curry, doing what he does best, eyes him up and thinks, heh heh, and throws a spore ball directly at him. Oh fuck! Sorry, every time.
What?
go.
Every
Sorry,
single
the
time.
You
button
always
is so cooked on this.
I will
look at
put in
that
some time
speech
of your
you just-
Don't
Oh,
worry, you
Curry.
still miss, as usual. Sorry.
He's trying.
Well,
He's trying his best.
He
Boys.
sure is.
To be
He
fair,
sure-
Gurhi doesn't level up with the rest of the party, which we definitely need to fix.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
that's a point.
So, with Gurhi as the spore ball, I imagine as the ray of enfeeblement is just like narrowing away, the spore ball just kind of like shatters around the ray. And Tarrell just kind of starts to pace through the battlefield. His slender, horrifying, skeletal grey feet starting to move out towards everyone. Move to Shamash Frank and Cabradon.
I love the scoreboard can potentially do that to anyone. There's always a chance.
Oh, there's a chance, alright. One day. One day
Smash
I'll finally
realises
get
he is-
charmed.
Dangerously close to this fellow and doesn't think it would be very good for himself to end up that close. So he decides to walk over here, then walk over here, and then he misty steps over here and casts darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That does mean anyone within 15 feet of him is obviously in darkness, so that's young nub. Just young nubs.
Hooray.
I swear
Just at the
he
end.
just is here to make our lives worse.
Am I inside? Maybe I sort of am, aren't
At the
I?
edge, really. Just at the edge.
Maybe my back is in darkness and I can't see my sort of, like my
I
mid-warner
imagine
hand.
you see like your hand through, like your trigger finger hand kind of going through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, my sort of this part of my face is still poking out.
Yeah,
Right, sort of like
exactly.
framed out like, ah!
Oh, why is it so dark around my eyes?
Yeah, we'll go for that if that's okay with everyone. Sorry.
Sweet.
Apologies.
Smash, is that the
Sorry,
end
that
of your
was-
turn? Or?
Yes, this is everything. Sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
Oh, I lie down on
Um,
a pillow and take a nap.
Sam, would you like to continue to operate your great-great-great-grandfather?
By all means, I'll just bring up his sheet. Sorry, I hadn't thought
That's right.
that. He's going to charge in and attack with the melee weapon that he has. Which
I do imagine he throws multiple expletives about the Red Wizards of Thay murdering his queen. Bastard!
Sorry.
That was a
I've now got his sheet, and it's green bread, and gonna take a multi-attack
shit.
slash with his greatsword.
I fucking 28 hits, absolutely.
And I of course rolled damage for that by
18
How
damage.
much Oh, is it already rolled?
So yes, we'll do
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, sorry.
15 plus 3.
Take multi-attack to take his other 2 attacks.
Yeah.
221's hit. Another 18 damage. Wait, does he get 3 attacks?
He
19.
gets 3 attacks, multi-attack.
God.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he's going for it.
Power of
Champion makes 3 attacks
great-grandfather.
with its great sword or its short bow.
Fantastic. He is going in. He's crazed. He's a man that hates the Red Wizards of Thay.
Red bastard.
And that is the end of Olbard's go. I guess it's on to Abard. Abard, seeing his grandfather charge in, is not going to be outdone and yells at tomorrow and charges in, trident high, and he's going to go in with his measly 2 attacks with his trident. And that'll be a
21
one-handed
hits.
attack. Onto an attack where he lands damage. Abard is going to use his pre-rolled smite. He is going to roll a level 2 divine smite, which is going to deal 11 damage. Question: is this dude an undead or fiend?
He's undead.
In that case, I get another D8,
Oh my god.
which adds another 2 damage, so 13 damage in total. Upon which I'm then going to use my Channel Divinity to cast an Inspiring Smite, and I'm going to divvy up 19 temporary HP by giving myself 10, and I'm going to give Nubs 9 temporary HP.
Ah! Oh my gosh.
And then I'm going to take my second attack. It's a 14 hit.
It does not.
Abard is going to uselessly flail away at this undead man. And that is the end of Abard's turn.
Gets caught on one of the soft pillows and
Yeah.
just covers the end of the trident.
Does hack into the pillow.
Because he pushes the pillow into his face. Stop this.
There's feathers flying all around the vicinity of Terrorvar right
everywhere.
now.
Can't see a damn thing. Alright, yeah, Nubs' turn, so he's gonna get.
As the big
Jeez.
cloud of feathers.
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry,
No, what?
sorry, Joe.
Sounds
No,
like
no,
that.
please
Huge.
No, say. We want to hear. Come on, say it. Say it.
Lag.
It's just the lag, that's all.
Oh, sorry, I think my lag got me.
No.
You lagged horrendously. Go for it. Finish your description.
on a
It sounded
delay.
good.
Finish it. We need it now.
As the cushions get torn apart around Abard, there's like this big cloud of feathers, and as it sort of parts, you see that Abard's plume of his helmet that was burnt off a few sessions ago is just inexplicably fully
It's
restored.
regenerated. I love that. That's great.
Just feathers have attached themselves onto
Yeah,
the
somehow
old plume.
found themselves into the plume.
He's back, baby. Right, we moved to Nub Grimwick with
Very
Knight up on deck.
All right, nice. Okay, so oh, I didn't mean to do that. Excuse me. What I meant to do is cast Hunter's Mark, which doesn't have any. You don't have to roll for it or any force damage or anything. Ignore the damage there. I just cast Hunter's Mark on well, the only target in the room that we have, which is the undead, or the red wizard. He's not undead, sorry, he's just really old.
He is undead.
Yeah. Oh, he's undead as well.
And,
He is undead, yeah.
and he's
Oh, he's
and he's a red wizard.
Holy moly, he's got them all. Yeah, so that will add an extra d6 to any damage we do on him, but just for me. That's a spell, so I don't get to do any more actions, and that is the end of my turn. So my little sort of round face just pointing out of the darkness goes, like he just just focuses a little extra hard on the character, and that's it. Done.
Okay,
Nice.
we've moved to the last remaining Knight of Damara as he is just wrapped around the ash of his fallen brothers. He jumps over the viscera and guts left over from his knight brethren and runs into the fray. And he starts slashing. I don't remember putting this song in the playlist. I'm not going to
Oh
lie.
no, my guts are spilled all over the floor.
The first greatsword attack doesn't hit with a 19. 24 hits, 8 slashing damage is dealt Tarulvar. The knight stands there starting to slash, and we move to Tarulvar himself.
Oh god.
Now with this, he kind of almost stands like with blades hitting him from various members of the Damaran family. He raises his hands and he flushes them to the floor and casts Withering Blast. Any target below half HP needs to succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
All of us get +3. Oh dear.
All of us. Hmm.
Sorry, all 3 of the Helmers.
What's the range on that stuff?
The range is 60 feet, so all of this room.
Ah,
But only if you're on half
so
now.
medical therapy.
Only if
will need
this
to
is only
roll.
half health. Withering
Uh,
Blast is
Yes.
only fair. Half health.
Nice.
So only if you have half health, okay.
Yeah, it's medical and curry you also have to roll.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say I would get advantage, but never mind, it's fine.
Just quickly, did I take any damage last session? Because I started on full health this session, but
I don't think so, no.
I didn't think you did.
You followed the Shamash style of stay backwards and hide.
Yeah.
You've been played by Shamash, therefore you took no damage.
That's
So
it.
you really take damage.
It's a wisdom roll, right?
Wisdom.
We
yes,
save.
Correct. We save, yeah.
We save here.
It's a 14.
Ooh.
Pew, 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 pew.
Old Bard. Did you roll?
Old Bard got a 16.
Ah.
Okay. Anyone that did not succeed on the wisdom saves takes 17 necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
7-0, was that?
17.
Oh, okay.
One
So-
seven.
I thought you said 7-0.
Party ender right
I
there.
just want to check the save again.
A 15 wisdom save.
Fucking hell.
14 is less than 15.
Oh, 15.
That's what I'm
Excellent.
saying.
And no damage if you pass the save.
Oh no, half damage. As standard.
Come on. Oh, that's a Strudel timer.
Strudel
Wait
timer.
for Lickers go and then I'll go and get Strudel, if that's okay.
Hey, bud, you only rolled a 7. So why are you asking?
Oh no.
Rolling for Old Bard as well.
Oh, okay, got it. I'm just checking. Okay. That is the start of his turn. He then moves to. I don't want to make this feel like I'm picking on my little brother.
But
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 hey, bud. A finger is pointed in your direction. And I would ask you to make me a constitution saving throw.
Could I do so with advantage, please? Using an inspiration.
Yes. DC is 18.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh!
oh yeah.
As the skeletal figure points at you, you hear one word. Death. There are only so many spells that have the literal word associated to it. And you know that you have just come within narrow consequence of power spell death. The damage, however, is
Bloody
64
hell.
necrotic damage. And so even though that you save it, you are now unconscious. You
Jeez.
don't die instantly from it, but you are now unconscious.
yeah.
It's to everyone else watching, it kind of looks like Abar's just died.
Oh yeah, 100% looks like Abard is literally just fallen flat dead right there.
Because dead. And he just falls over.
I imagine
Wisdom
old
saving.
old Bard Helmer shouts, "Great grandson!" And at the top of the round we move. Oh, sorry, no, Medica and Xanas. Sorry.
yes, Medica has been wanting to do some bad things to someone with. Oh, what? What the fuck
What's
is
going on?
I can't tell which way I'm.
Ah,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Do
Oh my
anyone
god!
anyone with a tentacle oh my god, tattoo?
Oh,
It
fucking
says
hell.
that we're on round 10, but I swear I only went back a few times. It seems to be
Round
skipping
11.
Damn.
Round 12! Round 13!
you. It's skipping.
Tsumba. Tsumba.
Oh,
I
He's
have
the only
no
one
idea.
left now, is Tsumba.
I
Anyway,
have no idea what's going on, but we're about to end round
What?
1.
we have been very close to Umberlee and other gods, and then Breakfishes of Thay, and my helmet, which has been, I would say my helmet has been on my side, because I don't want to cover my beautiful hair, has been on my side, hanging from my belt. It starts to glow, and I feel the connection with the Tempest helm as I start to cast a lightning bolt from the helmet. What the fuck did I do? Oh, you have to do a DC save.
Big.
Big save.
You cast a lightning bolt on yourself.
Moment. Oh, sorry, I'm going to quickly pop down and get Strudel. I'll be right back there. Keep going
Real
without
time.
me.
Fucking
Unless someone kills
hell.
me.
It was a natural 1 on the save.
So basically,
28 lightning damage.
yeah.
Yes.
Everything. You'd see my line here.
Yep.
Well, everything is set fire in that line. And
Fucking
I
hell.
also was going to use my Wrath of the Storm. No, wait. Destructive Wrath, which is very fun. So, I'm guessing it is your time to say how do you want to do this, but let's see.
Did we roll first?
No, I don't need to roll. The lightning bolt that I casted has what was it? 8d6. So what is 8 times 6, basically?
48.
48 damage in
So
total.
48 damage that passes through that fire into Tarovar.
Yes.
Explain to me what it looks like to the onlooker.
Well, I would say, in humorous terms, it would be like Kamehameha, but I would say it is more like I've been listening to all of this talk about the false gods, and then thinking about Umberlee, thinking about the gods of the ruin, and I have started to feel my religious zealotism pushing through my harder outer shell, but I've tried to keep it in the line. And the helmet that bears a big part of my religion starts to resonate low, and basically charge itself, and then I connect with it as I see. Even though I hate Abad, I see him drop. I sense there is urgency in here. I release the energy from the hand that is holding the storm wind, and straight towards the skeletal figure, and it makes also a small hole in the wall as it's 5 feet wide thunderbolt releasing from a hand.
Yeah, and as it smashes through Tarovar, he takes a huge step back as the damage is the hardest he has received. And for the first time, he seems engaged in this fight. And he looks over to Medica. So one of you has some strength. As he turns his demeanor to look at you. And he pulls himself back up to his feet from his knees. But do you have the constitution to continue this fight?
I say something in Orcish, and straighten my back. I do a healing word level 1. 6 more health. Healing to myself.
Amazing. At the top of the round, sorry, I know it's your turn, Artus. At the top of the round, we have a layer action from Tarovar as he casts Shadow Chains upon Olbard Helmer, who, without even the opportunity, for a DC save is paralyzed for a round. He stands as his skeleton is stuck within space, unable to move. Move to Artis Kaimba.
So Artis, fortunately, was busy reloading his crossbow as this lightning bolt scorched the ground not far from him. Sticks his head up again above his poof. Sees Abad on the floor. Obad, surprisingly still. And worrying about where his shot will go again, he aims for the legs of whatever his name was, Arrow. So he's going to shoot at the legs. Yep, that one probably misses. Muttering under his breath, quickly reloads. And fires the second shot.
A 19. Again, the bolt ricochets off the blue mage armor that he has cast upon himself.
Oh, so Artis is getting quite frustrated now. His bolts don't seem to be doing anything. He thinks back about this place, the place we're in, the challenges he's seen previously, dominantly relating to clocks, but not always. And he looks at this guy, knowing his story as well. You know, he relayed quite a lot of information to us. So I'm going to see if I can discern any strengths and weaknesses about this guy from what I've witnessed so far.
Strengths or weaknesses, okay. As you regard the enemy, he's resistant to cold, lightning, necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. He's immune to poison. He's also immune to being charmed, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, and poisoned.
Ooh, poisoned twice.
Weaknesses? Nothing.
As I'm reloading my crossbow again, he's a tough cookie, guys. Hit him with magic. Get back to reloading my crossbow. That's my turn.
Tunga Bungus him, Finn and Bracelet up on deck.
Unga Bungus, taking his spear now, two hands, going to charge into the fray with the Helmers running up to the side of this wizard. Charging in with his first attack, almost like a lance. Again, recklessly thrusting the spear. No avail.
Ricochets off the blue aura of his mage armor.
Unga's eyes are bloodshot and his mouth is almost foaming, the level of rage he's in. He's going to take another attack. Another 16.
Imagine with this, Tarovar grabs your hair. He twiddles it in his finger. Oh dear. Are you not strong enough for a red wizard of Thay? And he pushes your face.
Unga's still got one more attack because he's frenzied. Third and final attack.
Okay. This one almost hits, but he manages to push it away. As he then grabs your head, and we move into his legendary action, where he casts Power Word Pain. I'd ask you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please, Unga. Of the 19 necrotic damage you would have taken, you take 45.
God.
Fucking hell.
He almost pushes you to the side as he casts it through your head, and you feel an overwhelming intensity of pain pass through your body. You feel the collective pain of your tribes, of your people, everything you have ever felt surmount into this one surge through your body. Move to Finn Bracefoot.
So Finn is gonna shout to Shamash.
Hello.
For the love of God, make me not look like a snake. And he's gonna cast Wild Shape to become a giant constrictor snake, thinking I need to pin this asshole down. But
How big is a
also
giant constrict escape?
It is a huge beast.
Bigger than 5 foot?
I mean, arguably, yes. Maybe just in
Right.
front of Unga Bungerson, perhaps.
What type of snake?
A giant constrictor snake.
Like,
He's a big boy.
like this. Hang on.
My God, he's beautiful.
Oh my God, it's loads.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Let me give you control. I'm assuming this is the same one, but if it's not, here it
that's
is.
That's certainly good enough for me.
Such majestic music for it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So my hope is Shamash can sort of trick Unga Bungerson into there not being a giant snake in front of him. That's my entire goal here. Not like convert me, but yeah. Anyway, I imagine that's my actions done as I've run over, shouted, and turned into this fuck off snake.
Is that the right type of snake?
I mean, it's close enough.
Is it a giant?
The one,
It's definitely a
the one on
giant.
D&D Beyond is like a
Oh,
green
He looked
stripy.
like this on D&D Beyond.
I think this
Also-
might be it.
Giving away my game plan. Oh, even bigger.
Is
Okay.
that it?
I. Oh,
wait a
God.
minute. How big is huge? I forget.
I think it's 15 by 15, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's
That's a
3 by
big
3.
idea.
Yes. Perfect.
He's a monster.
What's the AC in what you've got?
12.
Yeah, that's this. This is it.
Amazing.
Damn.
I can't control him, but it doesn't matter.
No, I'll give you control.
He's on top of who we're after. I imagine that is Finn and done though. As well.
Does it? I'm
It's the biggest
completely
snake
on
he's
top of
ever
Bungerson.
seen.
Yeah.
Do we have that sound effect now on the soundboard?
We do
Yes.
Oh, great. Good news. Great news.
I asked Mail to do it, and he promptly agreed.
Excellent.
Okay, is that the end of your turn, Philip?
Yeah, I think Finn's out of actions. I think we're good.
You still get movement if you want to use your movement.
No, I've kind of run over the room to be the big snake. I've left actual Finn in the corner out of the way, but he
Move to
has,
Kurohi
he
then.
has ruined. Kurohi, feeling very worse for wear, is going to use his mycelial regeneration to regain 1 hit point.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah!
Big boy.
And then
Okay.
throw another spore ball at this asshole because he's got no better ideas. Fuck, every time, sorry. 21!
At 21 hits.
Let's go!
This could be it. This could be it.
Does he make the con save? 14?
14.
Yep.
Give me 2 secs. Hang on. Broken. The constrictor's over the token. I can't see him. 14.
Yeah.
I wrote public, so you know I'm not gonna bullshit you. Wisdom or con? Sorry.
It's a Constitution save, I believe. Yeah, con.
Damn.
He doesn't roll that advantage, so he fails.
Oh, it's just Nate. Oh.
Oh my god, he's incapacitated.
Can you show
Is
me
he
the
just-
rules, please?
Yeah, sure.
I imagine the wizard's just kind of saying on his purely humans. Oh, what was that? Oh.
Hang on, I've
Yeah.
got,
What the fuck? It got in my eye. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, stop! Here, stop!
Everyone,
shit.
stop! I've got
not
something in
believe
my
you've
eye.
done this.
Just starts wiping his eyes, and going,
hang on.
I mean, like, all look around like a bit sort of like guilty looking. Like, I mean, we didn't mean to.
So sorry.
Restart.
Can you just share that condition of what it
I
is?
am on it. Hold on. I have to screenshot it because I don't actually have a share button. As you can see, the some of the buttons aren't the best coded.
Good.
Oh my god.
An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
Sorry, Curry. He sort of goes, feeling absolutely
In-
crypt.
In this moment, I imagine as like Ungabungus, you're in. This is in seconds. You have to remember that every round is 6 seconds,
Yeah.
not just your turn. As he is placing his hand on Ungabungus's head, and you see like this necrotic damage going down into Ungabungus's body, I would imagine just Kurohi is just randomly throwing a spore ball. It manages to perfectly hit him in the eyes, and he's like, "Oh, hi." And he kind of falls down onto the ground.
I imagine
It
like
is
this
a
like,
massive-
slight cloud comes off it, like goes up his nose.
And then he inhales it all. He starts to he kind of potters around a moment, and he kind of falls against the massive constrictor snake to his side and just kind of passes out on the floor next to it.
Nice. I've no idea how long that lasts. The rules are undefined.
Is he susceptible to
I
anything?
guess
Does he have
around-
disadvantage against?
I mean, an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. In my mind, it almost becomes unconscious for a round. So,
Excellent.
in this moment, let's say
Okay, Bob.
he has literally fallen unconscious for who knows how long.
It doesn't say that he cannot move, though.
When incapacitated.
Incapacitated is pretty
The
much.
only thing it says it's they can't take actions or reactions.
So he could still technically move. He move. Okay, this is his movement. He starts to.
Falling on the floor.
I don't know. I don't know if you've ever seen Rome, the HBO series, but when Julius Caesar
yes.
has been stabbed multiple times, this is him moving through the room as he's kind of et tu Brutus, as he's kind of like he starts to
Et tu,
like
snake.
fall back onto the lounging sofa. He's unable to make
That is
any
burning.
movement.
Imagine just like Daredevil
Yeah,
just
exactly.
running around going, "Ah, my son!"
And so for at least a few seconds, he is unable to cast against you. He is unable to fight. You have 6 seconds to be able to make your retaliation against this foe.
If there's one thing Shamash likes, it's an incapacitated foe.
Jesus.
Out of the mystery of darkness in the corner where Shamash has retreated, first comes, you won't expect this, an Eldritch Blast. With advantage. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit.
Ooh. As this fellow is flailing around, falling backwards in confusion, out of the darkness, an Eldritch Blast hits him in the chest. He's not expecting that. Or at least it hits the blue thing. I'm not sure. The blue has that gone down?
At this stage, his blue aura is gone.
Blue aura's got excellent. So straight right in the chest, and a second one quickly comes out. Where are you? I'm presuming a 15 doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit.
That's okay, because Shamash is going to use his spell sorcery points to quicken it and fire another shot. 12 definitely doesn't hit. And his final one, 27, I'm assuming does hit.
A natural 20 hits, yes.
Yeah. So 21 damage. Shamash, after 2 failed hits, turns around, uses all his soul energy. So basically he super science it. This blast of sort of greenish, purplish light comes out of the darkness and goes bang straight into this fellow's chest.
Okay, move to Olbard Helmer.
Just as he's ending it, Shamash shouts to the snake, I'm afraid I can't do an illusion that big. And they're done.
Olbard is incapacitated unless it requires concentration from old chap, which may have been broken when he was also incapacitated.
It would have been broken by now because he's now incapacitated, so he's broken free from his restrictions.
Huzzah! Chopping away in that case. Olbard is gonna smack out his 3 greatsword slashes. When I can find his sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah.
God.
Natural 20.
Die,
second hits.
die. Please just die.
Oh, in fact,
natural.
his mage armor is down now.
The 13, a 29, and a 16.
Still only the second hit.
But the second was a nat
Big
20.
hit though. Yeah.
What's that?
21, 32, 39.
No, sorry.
Yeah,
two attacks hit, the first and the second.
So the first one
that?
is
17.
17 plus 39.
plus 39.
And he
Big
bats
hits.
away with these.
Describe to me
hits.
how your great grandfather is harrowing down on this figure.
Abard, much like an Oblivion character, is just like feet shoulder width apart, just like just like again and again and again, hacking like completely identical animation every time. Just go.
Brother, come here.
Yeah.
Never should have come here.
Okay, when he sees Abard body on the floor.
Criminal scum.
I was just thinking the Grey Bard or Grandpa Bard would just be saying "Red-wizard bastard" all the time as he just keeps hacking.
You killed my queen, you bastard!
Exactly.
It's just the words "Red Wizard" and "bastard" in different mixes together.
Okay.
Unintelligible.
With this, we move to Abard Helmer. I would ask you to make this roll privately, please. To me.
How do I make that privately?
I can't remember.
I think I remember. You go /W.
Yeah,
and then
whisper
DM.
the DM.
/WDM, I think.
It's ultimately it's just a D20.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a modifier on it. If you just send it directly to me.
So /W dungeon and then your roll.
I'm gonna roll a physical
DM,
D20 and tell you what I get.
That's fine. Yeah, do that. Much quicker.
That's also even better. Yep.
Much better rings.
Either way, we move to Nub's Grimrick.
Hooray! How far away is Abard? Oh, Nub said his bow and he was ready to shoot and everything. He sees him dead on the floor and he goes, oh! He remembers all the times Abard has saved him from certain death. So he makes the tiny little dash over. But he hunches down as he does so, like really as low as he can possibly get, like a little sort of ball, hopping over pillows towards him, ducks down on the floor, and casts one of her spells, which will be a higher level Cure Wounds. So let's see what we can do for you here, Budinsky. It's 28 points of healing. Now I don't know if that actually obviously heals him that much, but I'm hoping at the very least it'll do something to stop him dying. I don't have a spell like Spare the Dying, so that's what I'm going to try.
I'm not sure what the rules say on recovering someone from 0, if it takes them up to 28 or if it basically just takes them up for 1.
I'm assuming it might just take them to 1.
I think it just takes them to 1. Someone can rules lawyer that for me. I'm pretty sure it just takes them to 1. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Nubs?
Yeah, because I used to spell... Oh, crap, I closed my roll 20 by accident. But yes, I used to spell, so that is the end of my turn.
Okay. We move to the Damara Knight. He's going to go in with his greatsword and slash away. First attack 18, 8 slashing damage. Second attack 13 with 8 slashing damage. First hits, the second does not. Deals another 8 slashing damage to Tarulvar. With this, we move to Tarulvar. He's not able to use an action or reaction in this turn, and he starts to just. Can he?
I think so, technically. I did quickly Google it.
Well, in that case.
Sorry.
In that case, he's going to cast Scorching Ray. For 120 feet, he blasts a Scorching Ray down. Hang on, let me get the cone. Who is that?
Is it the cone?
Is Scorching Ray a beam or a cone?
I would say it's a beam, but what does the thing say? Let's see. Let's go.
Doesn't say for me, I'm afraid.
Ray. Okay, I'll just quickly. It is a 3 rays of fire. And it is
So
targeting
15 foot width.
What?
You can hurl them at one. It's basically like a magic missile type of thing.
Oh yes, okay, got it. Fine. So his first magic missile is going to go to the nearest next to him, Nubs Grimrick. There's a 20 hit.
It does, yes.
Okay, you're dealt 10 fire damage.
I had 9. So my temporary health, by the way, Sam, did that last just one round, or does that last more like a minute, or did it
no,
when you were?
That lasts until your long rest, so that didn't.
Oh, okay.
That was not affected by me getting knocked out. Or
Cool. Okay, I was good. Yeah, I was going to ask because I have to basically take 90 damage on it, but that's fine. Sorry. Thank you very much. All done.
That is okay. He is going to fire a second at the knight. An 18 hits for 15 fire damage. And he's going to take one more at Ungabungason. There's a 23 hit.
Does.
8 fire damage.
Yeah.
Tarulvar
He was
begins
only
to back
just got
away
off the
now.
ground.
He starts to back into the corner. He's
friendly
starting
game.
to move away. Yeah.
Should get an opportunity attack from him moving there.
From who?
Abard.
Oh, hey. So what? Wait, what?
You've only.
I was
just
brought
been brought
back.
out of unconsciousness. Okay.
But I was brought
Yeah, just-
back turn before him. So I was up as he made that
Okay.
movement.
All right, go for it.
Would Unger have got an opportunity?
No.
I'm assuming a 13 doesn't hit though.
Doesn't hit.
Wait.
Yeah. Unger could also give one as well. Oh no, because wasn't he standing right next
I think
to?
he was standing here.
Yeah, he was standing here. He wasn't
Uh,
standing.
Yeah, I should have said it earlier when you
I
left
think
him
it
his
was-
range.
Maybe I'm wrong there.
Yeah, he was in between. He was in between Abad and Unger.
Hang on.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, he
yeah.
was. You know, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
the
you're
other
right.
ones would have been
I just
around him.
undid.
It definitely was.
Okay. He took.
Interesting.
So he takes opportunity attack from Unger and the knight.
And Old Bard? Or was Old Bard?
An old bod here.
Obard
Oh yeah,
is.
Olbard's back. He's not
Oh,
incapacitated.
Obard is not paralyzed anymore.
No.
22 hit.
22 does hit.
That'd be 28 damage from Unger.
No. 15 from Olbard.
As this damage lays into Talvar, kind of starting to move away, you see a number of attacks like volley off of his magical armor that he has left on him, that he's at least trying to keep instilled. And he moves away far from this fight. And as he stares at you all, he starts to break his defense, lowering his hands. And you see his deadly energy drop. Very intense. Good. You may even have enough power to defeat them with some work. As he stares around you all, wounds across his body, he places a hand on himself, and they all start to disappear. The one thing you have earned is the right. If you can put up this fight against me, then maybe you are all able to take out Grisatis and put an end to this world.
Tell us the words, Tarrell.
Starts to kneel down. O thal ven Corzun, Kaltr ven Athrak, Jean vel Unthrai, Doric shall Naxfor, Veleth Katun Nilum Vrektha ul Aravan, Sudrin vel Marikai, Ashun vel Tornakai, Sarum ek Viridax. And with this, as he utters the words, the items that you have obtained from the various rooms within this place vibrate intensely. For whoever has taken items from this place, you feel a pulling at your pockets or your bags, wherever they are placed, as if a magnetic force is pulling it away from its center of gravity.
Artis has one in his pocket, I think, one of the cube things. It feels a go. So what's happening to it? It's being sucked towards.
It's almost like, does anyone else have an item amongst them that
I
they've
think
got?
I had a gem. I'm just trying to remember.
I had
Yeah,
a
but
gem or
it's
something
intense.
when we were dealing with 9. I imagine it just gets sucked out of my pocket, like to where I
Wasn't-
was putting it.
Didn't Nubs have one from the lady who died?
Yes,
Oh,
from
you
Nala.
have the
Yeah,
necklace
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
And what you
Sorry, it
also-
was a gem in a necklace. That's right. Yeah.
What you also see from Olbard Helmer's neck, from around there, you see this piece of jewelry around his neck start to like almost pull its way towards all of the items out of your pockets. These attached around his neck on a chain. What the bloody hell is going on here?
Great grandfather, no! And Abar's gonna jump over and try and hold the necklace
It'll-
to his neck.
It'll take my head off if it's not careful. The force is unbelievable.
It's alright, we've got very strong necks as a breed. You'll be fine.
Taravar then kind of steps back into the space around you all. As I say, I have nothing of material to offer. What you see here are aspects of a harmonic resonator. I fear that you have played into his hands. But is it what it is they seek from you? Whatever it is he requires for the plan. He has trapped you here. But he has underestimated one thing. The right that triggers the resonator to call. This is evident enough. He believes it to open the gate. But I know it to close. So I give you an upper hand. Bring me the pieces of the resonator. And we will be able to open and close the gates the Grisatis seeks to take control of.
We can do this from here. We can close the gate in this room.
I do not believe so. Not from here. I fear whatever you have triggered here merely alerts Grisatis to what you have done. But if you have the words to close what he has opened, that is your upper hand.
I see.
So we don't have all parts of the resonator, do we?
Well, what's happened to the other part that your friend has smashed?
I wouldn't say his friend. He's merely the brother of my patron. Also, he says, Gavinlith. If you remember correctly, we decided to leave the room without making any decision. So he's still there. He still has the bit. I think in the interest of time, we should probably go out and agree to help him.
Artist turns to Taral and says, so what's happening to the resonance items now, by the way? Have they kind of like stopped what they were doing, or
No, they're all pulling at each other.
as if they're pulling
As
towards
if triggered
each
by
other?
the right.
Okay,
Yes.
I see. How far does this energy, this power, this pulling force go? Would it pull other items from this warren, this maze?
It's an interesting question. I have never been far away from the parts they should seek to combine with each other.
Actually,
Pardon me.
I see. So what is our plan? To bring all the parts, the resonant parts here, to this room? Join them together?
I believe I can come with you if you know where they are.
Artist turning back to the rest of the party now. We're missing one. Is that right? We have all the resonance pieces that we found. And we know of one more that we don't have.
Yeah, that boner we left at the other side of this entire place.
But the one around my neck that pulls so forth. Albard Helmer says, as you see his neck being pulled along by this necklace.
What? So we have them all?
All bar one, I believe.
Harold, can you stop this?
I think we just
Stop
lost
what?
Sam again, by the way. Sorry, but
Oh no.
yeah.
Old bard.
What is it that you want me to stop?
The resonance. You started it, can you stop it?
I can perform the rite again and it will stop the resonance of it, yes.
Then I suggest for now you do that. While we go and find and reclaim the final piece.
Very well. He repeats the words. I can say it again if you'd like, but it's quite long. Let's say, as he repeats the words, all elements of the resonator seem to come back into the gravitational field of the normal world. Particularly around the neck of Albard Helmer. By God, I thought it was going to take my neck off.
Not to worry. Sorted you out there.
Okay, so back to your patron's brother, Shamash.
Yes, I suppose we better quickly go. How should we deal with him just before we go back in the room with him? I don't know about you, but I'm not quite in the mood for a fight right now.
I'll be honest, I could do with a rest.
Maybe right.
I think we could have a nap and then we could go kill him.
We don't have to kill him. We just have to
No.
agree to everything he says. He seems
Hmm.
rather powerful.
That fella did as well, but we had him.
Yes, probably will kill him.
Well, this man was once human. This demon, devil, whatever he is, might prove more than you think.
Did your patron's brother Shamash have a grudge against Grezog as well? Grezatis.
He did say that they were a mutual enemy. He just wants us to help him to the portal. He wants to go home to Bane, destroy the portal. Well, I think we're happy with that, aren't we?
Yeah. I suppose if we return there with this guy, us is pointing to Tarl, maybe that might help him give up his gem. Maybe Tarl would help convince him.
Well, yes. I mean, as I said, our fallen angel friend, whatever he is no friend of Grezog. So it seems that we've all got the same thing in mind. He just wants to go home and serve Baal. Baal?
Bane.
Bane.
Bane. The masked
Yeah,
man? Sorry.
Also, not exactly comfortable with letting this guy go back and just serving his evil fucking demon overlord.
Yes.
I find it
I'd
sit
particularly worrisome.
You're saying that about Taro?
Yeah, and his Bane worshipping.
He looks at
Taro.
you. I will not go back from this place. I know that. This is my afterlife. I have been banished to whatever this place is. I know that for a fact.
So if we end you here, it's sweet release. Right? Or are you stuck here eternally?
You leave me here, you kill me. I think it is the same outcome.
What's your preferred outcome? Wait another 425 years to meet some new friends, or a bit of a nap in the eternal plane?
I think keep me here. I've
Jesus.
waited long enough. You never know what might happen.
I mean, sure.
Could do that. Death is quite certain, though. So we could help. I mean, it could be worse if we leave you. There's a nice certainty in death.
Let us see what happens when we open the corridor. Maybe
Fair
I'll
enough.
be able to move from here. Maybe I will not.
Well. Shall we go get Kenneth? Kenneth?
You guys want to rest?
I was
Oh,
about
yes.
to say, I don't know about you,
anyway.
but I'm feeling pretty beat.
I could do with a nap.
This is quite a cozy looking room.
Yeah,
We've
it's
got
lots of
these
nice
comfy
cushions.
little throws, little
Cushions.
cushions.
Yes, I think I could just settle down right in this chair.
Few pillows
I've
have
seen
burned.
lots of places to
The
sleep,
hookah.
that's for sure.
But
I mean,
are we going to
there's-
sleep with him? There?
I mean-
After Seth went into Harold?
Looking at the Red Wizard of Fey. Do you mind if we sleep here?
I mean, we have bested him in combat.
I imagine he just quite bemusely looks at you all. Do what you must to prepare for whatever is lies next.
Do you have any shisha left in your big water pipe?
I have been here for 425 years. There is nothing left in this room.
Do you mind if I use your pipe if I use my own tobacco in it?
That is fine unless I may sit down with you.
You may. So before Nubs' long rest, he's going to have a little puff on that pipe with the Red Wizard of Fey. He's going to be like, honestly, this story, no one's going to believe this.
I have a question for you, wizard.
He casts his eyes at you hazily. You see the pipe smoke.
You have a tremendously accurate grasp of how much time has passed since you were trapped here. Tell me, do you have some mechanism to track the passage of time?
I have control over my mind. Something
Right.
that has been lost through the generations.
No mechanical device to assist you with such, then.
Hey,
Abel
but it
looks
sounds
over
like you
at
just
us.
wouldn't understand. I think that's what the Red Wizard's getting at, isn't it? Okay, good night, everybody. Good night.
Hearing that, Finnan's going to pipe up. It's like, so, this mind controlling business, does that relate to the tentacle tattoo?
It does.
Do you think you could impart knowledge of how to leverage said tentacle tattoo?
There is nothing to leverage. It is a one-way system.
So, if I was asking for been sort of eyes dart around the room, trying not to look at Curry, a friend happened to open a chest and then magically had a tentacle tattoo. Could they leverage the tentacle tattoo one-way street? Or is it purely download to their brain?
I'm afraid whichever friend opened that pathway is a prisoner to it.
Is there any way to alleviate the affliction?
Death.
Finn bites on his hand like, oh, not my boy!
If indeed one of your friends were to maintain this affliction, it would be an open passage to whatever happened around you.
So, effectively, they could be an agent against us without us knowing.
The eye would be upon you.
Oh no. Well, time to lie down and have a bit of a nap then, guys, I think.
One more question before we get all cozy. If we had such a connection,
There's smoke out his mouth.
could we
Yes.
use it to communicate with Drezuk?
I believe we've just had this conversation.
It's like a one-way street, so only downstream to Karahi, no upstream is what I'm getting, right?
My apologies, my Wi-Fi cut out.
Ah. Damn
But
scrolls.
could we-
By why Farik Mesh is lost in this place.
Curse these thick stone walls in this dungeon. Right, well, cozy time then, I guess.
Yeah,
That's all my
Finn's
questions.
going to spend an extra few minutes sort of like, Karahi's fucking been battered, and I think he like deserves a bit of a reward for the incapacitation, so Finn's going to look after him, take him to a little corner, set him up with some nice comfy cushions, steal one of the rugs as a blanket, and goes, there, lad, it'll all be alright, like, realising that we may have to kill Karahi a second time. I don't know if I can bring him back, or if I have the strength to do so.
Perhaps, Finnan, we could take him to a special place and we could give him a fine send-off. We were gifted with more time with our blessed Karahi, but maybe that time is coming to an end.
Perhaps we could give him
Actually-
with more.
Taking him to a beach. So now look out to sea, Curry. Don't turn around.
What if
Everything's
you-
going to be okay.
For those of you from the first campaign, I hear there's a great orchard in Phandalin.
Oh my god!
yeah.
Ah!
Maybe that's
Darren Adamath's orchard.
yeah.
Of
Out
the
the
orcs.
orchard.
Curry
Okay.
does love an apple pie.
I'm going to ask Curry to tell us about his favourite mushrooms. Tell us, Curry. Tell us about your favourite mushrooms as he looks out to sea. The big mushroom, small. And you see this huge shot just echo out. Yeah.
We're not kidding him yet. Fucking hell.
On.
Yeah, Nern root.
Now,
That's about best naan you've ever had.
the intent from here, is it to move back to the east of this dungeon?
I believe so.
Can we take Red Wizard Stay with us?
Apparently.
I mean, if
I
we're
was
remaining
thinking-
within the dungeon complex, I imagine he has leverage to actually spoop about.
Just to confirm, we're taking a long or a short rest? Short, I guess.
I'd love a long
I-
rest personally, but
I would particularly like a long rest.
Yeah, my view
Fair
is to
enough.
do long rest, go to the other side, chat to what's his face, then get the final bit of the resonator, do the right. That
All
sounds
right.
about right.
Yeah.
How we get the bit of resonator, Trash just wants to help him out because that's easiest. But if you guys all want to fight, then so be it. But I do remember when we first saw him, he detected the. This is Smash in character now. He detected the holy water in the coffee, and your arrow flew straight off him. So I feel that another battle may be more than we could handle, even once rested. But yeah, get that. Do the thingy, open, close the gate. Job's good.
Yeah, unless we can persuade him again. Deceive. I don't know what he'd be most susceptible to, your patron's brother.
I've got nothing to lose from helping him, Trash says.
I think we can always say to help him if we can get the stone. Because I don't think he can leave this place either.
Not without our help.
I still don't think he can actually even leave his coffin.
As in, you don't think either Tarrell could leave this room?
No,
Specifically, he can't leave his coffin.
the wingy
Patron.
dude, the
yeah.
patron dude. He couldn't seem to take a foot out of a coffin. We dared him, he didn't.
One quick question. Right. What's your name?
Thorvar.
Yes, Doravar. Taravar. We need to go visit a friend on the other side of this. What do you call it? Maze. Are you able to come with us?
Kind of looks beyond the door. Perhaps. I have never ventured beyond this door.
Let's try it now, shall we? Says Artus. He walks over.
I have nothing to lose. He moves his feet over the threshold. For 400 years I have tried to open this door, and it has never opened. Now it is opened. Let me wander with you through this place. Let me
Well-
understand the maze of which I have been a prisoner.
Well, great. We'll just have a quick 8-hour lie down, if that's okay. You're okay to watch the
Yes.
door.
What's 8 hours
And-
between friends?
Yeah, you just stay there, Tarrell, and Artus closes the door in
Yeah.
his face. Okay, there we go.
Keep an eye out for clocks whilst you're at it.
Have a look at the aquarium.
Yes.
Better days.
Yes, some strange things happen in next room, so it might surprise you.
Well, he's got many hours to think about it.
Haven't been out this
While we rest
room in
him.
400 years. What the hell happened here?
It's just like dust
Oh,
with armor
God.
on top of it.
He kind of gets through the maze. He finds all of the halfling bones like, what the fuck?
These people are crazy.
Do all of you go to sleep?
Finnan's probably too worried to go to sleep.
Hunger's
If in
already
all
asleep.
honesty. He's probably going to be stressing out about Karahu.
Everyone else?
It's not
yeah.
getting to sleep.
Abard is definitely having a big nap.
I'll be sleeping too.
Medica.
I think
passes out.
Artist is probably gonna doze, maybe like short rest style, a few winks of sleep, but nothing more.
Medica is counting on everybody else being awake, so he sleeps as much as he can.
I imagine Olbard would probably just take like a little break, but otherwise it's going to keep watch. He might have a short rest.
Okay.
So is Tarrell out on the other side of the door now?
He's
He
gone
walked through the
wandering.
room and then yeah, he's gone wandering. Yeah. Yes, Artist is slumped back in his chair, but he's sort of sat staring. You know, he's pointed his chair at the door like this, just in his hand, like James Bond in a hotel room. You know, just like not quite sure, but he's tired. He's dozing off, but it's probably a few weeks. Artist will have, I think, a short rest.
Okay.
Some hours looking at the door, some hours snoozing.
Wonder what your son will make with that red wizard when he finds him just sort of walking around the corridors in here today, Artist.
Oh shit! He's
Imagine
protected by a corridor of fire, to be fair, or heat.
That's fair.
But
Yes, protected. Yes.
Well, we have to get back through that corridor as well. Thinking about it. Well,
Someone's seen Annihilation.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm imagining when we get back to
Oh God.
Sirac, he's just like some weird fungal like mess on the wall. It's like, oh my god.
He's been absorbed by the dungeon, sort of thing.
Anyone who hasn't seen that film, I implore you to watch it. It's excellent.
never seen it. Okay, good tip.
It's
There's
on,
a
uh,
cute
Netflix.
little
I need
bear
to
in it.
rewatch it.
Finnan's going to probably have the best of a short rest at most, and he's going to use some hit die with that.
As you all awaken
Fuck.
from your rest, Tarulvar stands there with the person to his side. Sirac with Cizael. I imagine at this stage you've roused, you've awoken. And Tarulvar looks on at you all. I believe I know where it is you need to finish this. If you're all done resting, then maybe you'd come with me.
We are still missing one piece, or so we believe. One piece of
But
the
if-
resonator.
If we know where we need to go, then we'll follow you.
We go to the missing piece. Now with this, the dungeon and its walls seem to cover in itself a sheen behind the guise of Tarulvar. His power is able to manipulate these rooms where you were not even able to activate magic within. He walks silently down these hallways. Through the heated plates that don't even seem to resonate against his skin. He forms portals that allow you to step through. Moving back to the crumbled statue at the fork in the road. Stepping through the skeletons of the halfling tribe that seem to be stuck in this place. All deceived by Grezug through his lifetime. Back through the molten mud plates. Into the room. Move everyone. Back into the room. Where Lenneth of Nessus stands within the wooden coffin. And that's where we'll start next session.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
Just to clarify, did I get a long rest because I disregarded everything and slept?
I think everyone got a long rest.
Yeah. But it was funny just to tell you that you didn't and that you lost HP instead. Ho ho ho.
And a finger.
Yeah, and a finger